can pick any support. Yeah, Raccoon, I think you got a lot of mobility. A lot of people would just do this. Yeah, the linear engagement, what it would look like. I would shoot the bots from here, maybe not setting up, and a lot of times people would just shoot from here. But what you could do, you could just try to go up on the wall. So you run on the wall, go somewhere up, usually get some sort of verticality. It's just for that character, but it can be for anyone else. And I'm on the angle now, I'm set up, I'm doing some sort of pressure, some sort of damage there, and using my effective range. Okay, let's watch the examples. This is a good example of what we covered here. Those ideas: cover, angle, range, the more mobility you have, deeper angle you can take, taking proactive position, contributing to areas where your team is fighting. So let's watch how he is implementing all of those ideas. What Rocket Raccoon is good at, you can take angles pretty frequently. You can just try to set up somewhere up, especially if the map allows you. And because you do, then what happens is enemies are looking at you. Yeah, enemies are actually just trying to go after you. You see this idea: taking proactive position, make them want to push you, make sure we're trying to take that position. And we'll see right at the start, the front will actually try to take the angle. I believe they're gonna go really deep, so they're placing the drone behind the wall. This way it's harder for the enemy team to just destroy it. We're going deeper all the way left there while our team is pushing on the main and creating an angle. Really nice. Yeah, and you have this deep angle, but at the same time we're contributing to the area where our team is fighting. They also have Wolverine there, so those kind of setups, more deeper setups on the backline, gonna work better. By the way, other players, this one guy Doomed, we're gonna review as well. We're gonna look at this guy. He is good, Psylocke and Moon Knight. There's Navix as well. Navix is Overwatch League player. I know Remix is as well pro player, and Defran is Overwatch League actually as well. If we do what review later, can I get an opinion? My Rocket, I played now 11 matches with him, but I'm not great with him. Sure, we could, especially because we watched this replay, and we can watch yours for sure. Stack lobby, yeah, the lobby's insane. That's why it's so satisfying to watch those games. But I think even at the higher tier, you might notice that people, they're not taking angles sometimes, when they could just try and go and set up. And see, this insane setup on going all the way left and creating so much distraction and making them go after me. Yeah, for example, they not diving my backline, diving me, and they use their abilities, and I use my dash, and one dash versus something like, let me see what they used, yeah? So the Wolverine, I think they used the kind of brief dive-in ability, I forget the name. It's on 5 seconds cooldown, right-click. You're trying to just get closer with the enemy, use your mobility, but the fact that they do that, and they also not set up for their effective pressure later, for example, is really nice. And the rest of their team is also looking at the front. And was also flying in the air a little. It's quite nice. A lot of distraction, right? A lot of attention this guy gets. See how he's playing around the walls, how he's just forcing these guys to look at him. And a lot of people would just basically sit behind and try to just only heal their team. But of course, it's valuable depending on situation. But most of the time, that's what you want to do. I think you want to try to get on the angle, make sure you create distraction. And because you make them invest on you, you make them invest abilities on you, then your team can survive. Your team is not taking damage because you're taking damage, or maybe you dodge damage, right? Then this will be stacked. If I have a good angle, is it typically mean I'm in the good position? Yes. If you're contributing to the fight, then yes, because all those variables, yeah. So what we have we have cover, angle, we have range, we're contributing to the rest of what our team is doing, we're making them push us, yeah, we again looking at the presentation here, and remembering more mobility we have, deeper angle we can take. So Raccoon, you have pretty decent mobility, right? That's what Defran is doing. Yeah, Defran is constantly playing with those angles. There will be times, actually, where, in my opinion, he could take angles more, but he's just not going to do. He's going to sit behind the team, but it might be based on a few things. Maybe the enemy team, they have more ultimates. Maybe they just want to play around their certain ultimate, or maybe their teammates are critical, so they can invest in the setup. But yeah, I showed you this example. Let me see. I think the second point is going to be pretty interesting to watch as well. All right, the second part. Yeah, I just want to watch this guy a little bit more, and then we can watch the others. Because we're gonna use this replay pretty much through the entire presentation. There's gonna be a lot to look at. Right, let's go a little bit forward. Yeah, maybe to show you another example. Let's say somewhere, yeah, I think once they make the push, somewhere around the second point, I believe that's pretty good. My team is playing over there. This is main lane. They pushing the car. They just trying to make sure that the frontline push is executed. Who do you expect to be there? Typically, Remix on the Doctor Strange because you don't have as much mobility. I would still like them to use verticality more, to be honest. I usually got some verticality, gotta do that, I think, as well. But there are some cases, in some cases, you gotta help your team rotate, just stay on the card, try to play the card and just push a little, enable this frontline pressure, especially on Thanos. Yeah, this Thanos, this character, Luna Snow, you don't have as much mobility as well, for example. Let's keep watching. Okay. And we see the Fran on the side. Yeah, we see the Fran again. He's trying to search for opportunities, I think. And see, can be your exception from the rule. Why do I drop from the position? A lot of the times it's because you realize you get a kill. I think this is one. This is one thing which makes you drop from the angle a lot of times. You also trying to contribute to ultimates, I think. You're trying to just, because ultimates are so big, with ultimates you can do so much pressure. This is really nice. And we can see how he's playing within this invis wall. Yeah, the invis wall is doing a lot. And there's also coming pressure from here. I think I would like them to potentially, still probably not to be here, but it's fine. We could try to, because you have the mobility, maybe try to go somewhere different, maybe go up left still, because there's a lot of pressure already coming in from the Punish. So Punish is making those guys hide, forcing out the ultimates. Later the front can also take advantage of the angle. That's what I mean. I think the more you do the angles, I think the more opportunities you have. Usually the better it is. Of course, sometimes you're not able to, but most of the time I think it's pretty nice. Okay, let's watch another example before entering the corner. It's going to be really important. Listen to footsteps, press tab, think who might push you on the angle. When they take an angle at the start, they go somewhere, a deep angle, they can think ahead, press tab, and just check who might push me, who might actually go on me. Maybe this is doomed guy, yeah, because they got a lot of mobility, and not a lot, but at least there's some. Yeah, there's some, and they might punish you. They will try to punish you. Maybe Storm can also punish that. They have some sort of vertical mobility. They can just try to push them out from the angle, and yeah, that's how you can think about that. Yeah, we will watch this more. Another thing is cooldowns can allow you to maintain your position longer. In this example, when you take the position, in case of Raccoon, you have something like your dash. Maybe you can also even use your drone. If you place your drone and you revive something, it's really nice. You can take deeper angles because of it. Maybe you can tell one of your teammates, this Wolverine there, okay, you can take deeper angle because this drone can save you. You can just resurrect, get back in the fight. We can look for higher risk opportunities, I think. And if you're getting pushed from the angle, you need to try to retake it. Again, something we talked about in the timing masterclass. That was the first one, but yeah, we will discuss it. The longer you're on the angle, the more attention you divert, and let's just watch a little from the perspective of the front. Yeah, what they could be doing, I think, to just make sure to stay alive. First of all, what we mentioned, trying to track the characters, but also see, using the third view to scout. So I'm not just peeking the enemy right away. I'm using the corners, checking corners, just in case who might do something, who might be where. Yeah, maybe I'm trying to pick out this angle. I'm checking the third view and then deciding, what do I do? Preparing to dash because we're expecting those guys to push me, and then surviving on the angle. Let's watch the defense, maybe. Okay, I'm thinking somewhere over here. Okay, so once the fight is over, okay, I'm curious where they're gonna position, somewhere around here. Yeah, let's say, okay, even in this case, again, same section we're fighting for, but slightly different. My team is over here now, they're to the left, and the rest of the enemy, they pushing from main, and this creating some destruction. The enemy is just looking at me, but meanwhile, because I'm making some anticipations. Okay, who might push me? Again, this might be somebody on Wolverine, probably maybe Doomed on Star-Lord can also push me. You gotta make those anticipations and try to fight them back. Let's see, are they actually gonna get pushed or not? But yeah, unless you... If you're not getting pushed, you can play on the angle a little bit more. This is nice. But if this happens, if you're ever getting pushed, then you can try to retake. By the way, watch this. When we're giving up the angle, it's when you get a kill, pretty much again, yeah? We not controlling the position, we just go back and trying to chase the Star-Lord. Maybe a deeper angle sometimes can force out some of the enemy team's attention. If they go on me, this is nice.